What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. So, obviously, we tried doing Sekiro Sunday for those that are just tuning in. That did not work out. I've done so much Wild Hearts in the course of the last week, about 75 hours worth, that my muscle memory for my buttons for parrying, countering, all that stuff, it's all in Wild Hearts mode, and it was a disaster trying to play Sekiro. So I think we're just gonna, you know, maybe we'll go back and play that at a different time. But between playing Wild Hearts and then having Wolong on deck relatively soon, I think we're just a little bit buttoned out on our action games right now. So we're gonna put aside Sekiro for the time being. But we're going to be checking out Like a Dragon Ishin. Heard pretty good things about this. I've never players of previous player. No, I ain't doing that. We'll stick with normal. From what I understand, this is like a Yakuza game, but like a samurai Yakuza game. So you know, hopefully it's cool. Never played this. I also understand this was like originally in Japan, but it was never ported over to the States. So, yeah. See if it's good.
Sakamoto Ryoma, 上の階や。始まったか。ええ。不思議な話もあったもんやな。時代を動かすはずの男が時代遅れの男に切られ死ぬ。しかもこの世に存在しないはずのもう一人の自分に切られることになるんやからな。なあ、坂本龍馬さんよ。
I thought they said that he was there to kill Sakamoto. What? I'm super confused.
Ishin の英雄坂本龍馬の暗殺よりわずか数年前、この国は徳川幕府による絶対的な支配が300年にわたって続いていた。だが静寂は突如現れた異国の黒船によって打ち破られる。強大な文明力を持った異国に対し 幕府は抗う術を持たなかったのである。その支配者の衰えを時の侍たちが黙って見逃すはずがなかった。無力な支配者に従う理由はない。日本は再び群雄割拠の乱世に飲み込まれようとしていた。
I don't know if it has English dub, but for now, we're just chilling. I also installed it on Steam Deck, so I'll report back on Steam Deck performance later. Ugh. Is that my character? That looks like Sakamoto though. Looks like the dude from the start. Yeah, it is Ryoma. It's been years since I last saw Tosa. Wonder if everyone's doing alright. I should see how the town's holding up. Stuff here. So settings. Don't see anywhere to change it. I'm sure there's English dub, but I want to see if I can zoom the camera out. I feel like I'm like right on top of them. Gotta be, if I can, it would be in the settings. So settings, borderless, 4K. Machine learning delivering more performance with exceptionally quality image. Pull it out even more. Pull it out like all the way. Maybe not all the way, but pretty far. Alright, that's starting to feel. It keeps, I don't know, something's weird with the camera. It keeps like pulling in and moving back. I don't know why. Bro, pick her up, little girl. I'm gonna fight these guys, I bet.
待て。女、どこへ行く気ぜよ。
この子が腹の腑の病気に。
おお、それで
今すぐ乱暴医のところへ行かないと手遅れに。ですからここをお通しくださいませ。
そら大変な話ぜよ。なあ。おお、大変じゃ。腹の腑の病気か何か知らんが、手遅れになったらなったで、それがその子供の寿命っちゅうことぜ。腹痛程度でずうずうしい女子じゃ。わしら上司の横を素通りできると思うたかか。
そんなに上司様は偉いのですか。
何？
私は大津藩の出です。4年前この土佐藩の郷士のところに嫁ぎました。でも土佐はおかしい。大津なら武士は人を助け、こういう時には誰よりも親切にしてくれたというのに、同じ人間なのにどうして。女子様のお通りはこの子の命より重いんですか。
郷士の嫁風情が何を抜かす。そうじゃ、土佐では上司が絶対わしらに逆らうことなど許されんのじゃ。
Damn.
たく土佐いちいち俺を苛立たせる。
何者ぜよ恩師。
土佐藩郷士坂本龍馬。
郷士じゃと。郷士の分際で恩赦。
早く行け。
しかし
俺は根っからの土佐人だ。上司連中の少年は知り尽くしている。こいつらにはいくら道理を解いても通用しない。
恩赦。
Yeah, there's upper class samurai.
その子の命を助けたいのならな。
They're classified from the upper to lower classes: Joshi, Heishi, and Goshi.
ごしごときがどうなるか分かっちゅうがか。
ああ。上司様に刃を向けたりはしねえ。間違って殺してもしたら仕返しにこの町ごと焼き払われかねないからな。
なんじゃと。
後で報いは受けてやる。だがお前らにも女を殴った報いを受けさせてやる。
この命知らずが。
かかってこい。ぬるま湯育ちのお前らに痛みってもんを教えてやる。
Still has the darker thumbnail. I can change it. Hang on. On my side, it says like a dragon, but this stream was created from an old dark and darker stream, so YouTube is probably a little delayed. I also got to do the tags real fast too. I forgot to do that. So anybody searching dark and darker, this is what's going to come up. I'm just going to click a bunch of these tags. Let's see, Ishin like a dragon. Okay. Well, it should refresh pretty shortly for a lot of people. X to start a combo, Y to unleash the final blow. Alright, now that we're in combat, I need to actually... The camera looks weird now that we're fighting with it, and it's like way bowed out like that. I guess let's put it to like there maybe. And hopefully that'll be good. I'll just punch him in the dick. PC.
Oi, oi, えらいことぜよ。ほんまにやってしもうたちや。あの兄ちゃん。
答えな。俺だって分かってるさ。この土佐で上司に逆らったらどうなるかなんてことはここにいる誰よりずっとな。
何事だ。
江戸から土佐に戻って早々、なんであんな真似をした？どうして下級武士の分際で上司に立てつくような真似をしたのかって聞いてんだ。いいか、江戸帰りで忘れちまってるなら思い出せ。ここ土佐で身分は命より重い。理由が何であろうが、相手が女子供だろうが、上司に逆らえば罪になる。江戸じゃ剣を修行したそうだが、それも水の泡だ。上司に手を挙げれば全て終わり、お前に待っているのは死罪だ。 恨むなら土佐を恨むんだな。
あんたは悔しくないのか？
なんと言った？
あんたも俺と同じ合子だろ。合子ってだけでバカな上司にも頭下げなきゃならない。あんたは悔しいと思わないのか？
一緒にするな。俺は白札合子だ。合子ごときと同列に語るんじゃない。お前ら合子は道端の石と同じだ。蹴られても捨てられても文句は言えない。
そこまでだ。
誰だ？
お前が言うところの石を蹴れる側の人間だ。
何？まさか。
江戸におわす大殿、山内陽道の懐刀とでも言えばわかるか？
賛成、吉田東洋様。
悪いがこの石ころわしの方で引き取らせてもらう。
ですが、しかし
わしがこの土佐で最も規律に厳しい男だということを知らぬわけではあるまいな。
それはもちろん。
裁きとなる前にこの手で殺したいのじゃ。この無礼な石ころをな。
承知つかまつりました。
ということだ。覚悟せい、坂本龍馬。いや、我が息子よ。
This is like a Japanese period drama. This is
そ
great.
れにしても、ずいぶん丹念に痛めつけられたものだな。
おやっさん、ほれ。
何も言うな。今他の老番に見つかったらことが台無しだ。今すぐ着替えてここを出ろ。
でもどうやって？
心配ない。出口まで人払いしてやる。だが短い時間だ。急げ。
ああ。
詳しい話は後だ。お前はここを出たら町で腹ごしらえでもして、その後隠れ家に来い。
隠れ家？
忘れたのか。わしたちが何年も暮らした塾のことを。江戸の一年ってな、ずいぶん長いらしい。場所は町のやつにでも聞け。剣護士塾と聞けばわかる。
わかった。
I don't think his dad's actually the magistrate. I think he just lied and said that to get that other dude to like bugger off. Or was he? Is he actually magistrate? We're playing on PC right now. Why do I have hiccups right now? I have 6 Rio and 0 Mon. Oh no, I had plenty. Never mind. I'm dumb.
Oh, my.
The auto dialogue doesn't stay on. Ronin. B to arm yourself with an object, press down in this style to use an equipped special weapon. Press LB as an enemy strikes to parry. Parry activates war cry counter, granting invincibility. Oh god. The parry is really loose. Bitch, you want some of this? God, it's such an early parry window. Four dudes with swords got beat up by a dude with a barrel. Oh, snap. What's going on here? Two types of swords. Training orb acquired when you level up. Style orb acquired using specific style. Brawler, swordsman, gunman, wild dancer. don't know if I wanna. So I have 2 training orb. Now where do the training orbs go? I don't see where to. Hold on. I have 2. I thought it just said you could exchange them into the tree. So like go into the brawler tree. Wait. Oh, it's because this is the first. This is the very start. Okay. Well, could I like start with a wild dancer? Strengthens the power of basic attacks, finishing blows, and heat actions in the wild dancer style. And heat actions in brawler style. I mean, let me check for more basics. Charged finishing blow. Basic attacks. Basic attacks. I guess we'll just. I mean, how? Let's just. I guess let's just focus brawler for now. Salve. I have one already though. Here we go. Mega rare loot obtained. That looks fancy. Build my health and probably like fire me up. Where is the stuff? There's a place. Camera's a little wonky at times.
しかしせっかく江戸にまで出してやったのにな。剣の修行じゃ少年は鍛えられなかったか。土佐に帰るなり上司と喧嘩とは。まったく相変わらずだ、お前さんは。
相変わらずなのは土佐の上司たちの方さ。江戸行って分かったが、土佐の階級意識の強さは異常だ。
どうやら修行の成果はあったようだな。
しかし、あんなことをして大丈夫だったのか。
お前を逃がしたことか。
おやっさんは土佐の賛成なんだろう。それが勝手に罪人を逃したと知れりゃ、下から足を引っ張る連中も出てくる。
土佐のお偉い老人たちのことか。だが問題ない。さっきの老番は白札合子だ。面倒を起こしはしない。
どういうことだ。
白札は合子と上司の中間。つまりわしとお前の間の身分だ。何かあればすぐ合子に格を落とされる。それがあの老番の最も恐れる事態だ。そうやって権力にこびるような奴は大した度胸もねえさ。
そういうもんか。
ああ、お前みたいに後先考えねえで上司に対しても逆らえる奴の方がよっぽど怖い。国を預かる賛成としてはな。しかしこの場所も古くなっちまったな。
ああ、だが俺にとっては自分の家も同然だ。
思い出すな。もう10年以上経つか。
ああ。
上司に身内を殺され行く当てを失った子供たち。お前もその一人だった。わしはそんな子供たちをほんの少しでも引き取ろうと塾を作った。藩には内緒でな。
俺は今でも不思議に思う。
Want to hear the princess meows?
どうしておやっさんは上司でありながらあんなことをしたんだ。
さあ、どうしてだろうな。だが一つ言えるのは、わしは土佐が大嫌いだってことだ。
嫌い？
ああ、土佐は階級が絶対的な国だ。武士だけでも上司、白札合子、そして合子の3階級が存在する。土佐藩は同じ武士であるはずの人間にそういった階級を与え、身分の壁を作ることによって藩の秩序を守ってきた。だが本来、武士も農民も商人も女も子供も全ては同じ人間。差なんてねえんだ。
ああ。
だからわしはそんな土佐に恨みを持つお前たちを塾に引き取った。土佐を変えられる人間を育てるためにな。
土佐を変えられる人間。
そうだ。階級という制度に飼いならされた人間には変えたいという気持ちは生まれない。わしはな、龍馬。土佐を変えられる人間ってな、土佐を誰よりも愛し、土佐を誰よりも憎んでいるやつだと思うんだ。お前は15年前、上司に家を焼かれ、実の親兄弟を失った。お前は土佐を変えたいと願っているはずだ。
おやっさん。
ん？
じゃあどうしておやっさんは藩の仕事をしているんだ。 藩の賛成ってのは土佐の階級制度を守る立場なんじゃねえのか。
そうだ。わしは土佐で最も身分や階級といった規律を重んじる男だ。表向きにはな。龍馬、竹地にはもうあったか？
兄弟に。いや、まだだか。
お前が留守にしている間、あいつには重大な仕事をしてもらった。
仕事？
Literally Yakuza movie night chat.
ああ、土佐勤王党という組織を作らせた。
土佐勤王党？
今の土佐藩の体制に不満を持った豪士を中心に500名。名目上、勤王とは謳っているが、その思いは一つ。土佐の身分制度の崩壊が目的の集団だ。
それじゃあ、勤王党の敵は土佐藩ということか。
わしはな、龍馬。その勤王党の力で、土佐をぶっ壊そうと思ってる。
壊す？
そうだ。わしがこの塾で息子同然に育ててきたお前ら二人。竹地半平太、坂本龍馬の手によってな。龍馬、竹地に会いに行け。そして、土佐勤王党に入るんだ。
Sekiro didn't work out. If you watch the start of this stream, you'll get an explanation why.
わしはそろそろ城へ戻らねばならん。
今、兄弟はどこにいるんだ？
町で土佐勤王党の竹地といえば知らない奴はいない。だが、すんなり会えるかはわからんがな。
I mean, I already installed this on Steam Deck. This is gonna be my bedtime game for the next few weeks. I'll just boot it up and just sit there in bed and slowly. Little bit of gameplay and a lot of story is like that's perfect bedtime game. Which I mean, you know, it's almost 8 o'clock. We're just getting y'all sleepy, getting y'all ready to go to bed. Oh, the camera, man, that's really disorienting. Jesus, stop it. Um. 'Where are we going? Wanted men, arenas, masters, equipment, heat action, meals, another life, mini games, and sub stories. Oh, people will not fight you if you bump into them, apparently. Ugh, beat their ass, Roma. Sword stance. Can I parry with the sword? So I can block, but no parries. Looks like I knocked him back, though. Being from summer rainfall is a guard break. It's ruining the industry by undercutting developers, but okay. Game Pass has ensured Starfield won't be seen as a success. Those are some really weird takes. Game Pass is not ruining the industry. I don't get why you think Game Pass is a bad thing when it's the best value in gaming. Microsoft just throwing bags of money at studios. Oh. Because it came out that Game Pass does actually impact long-term sales. Yeah, but they're getting... What? To get on the console, or didn't Microsoft admit that Game Pass undercuts the sale of games? Y'all gotta understand how Game Pass would function, though. The idea, like, so let's... This is, like, developers are being paid up front large sums. So think of it like this, all right? Let's say, what is this? You live in Tennessee, supposed to be record times next week. Gonna be 80 Thursday, crazy. Yeah, dude. I literally had to re-winterize because it was like 22 degrees the other night, and now it's supposed to go back to 80. This is the weirdest winter I've had in forever. But all right, let's say I make my first game, and it's just called Cowboy Souls, okay? And, you know, I'm doing a little bit of marketing here or there, and I think that I am going to make maybe 50,000 copies of Cowboy Souls, okay? We're going to say 50,000 copies is what I'm aiming to sell, and I'm going to sell it at $30 a pop. So if I can sell, now given this is all fuzzy math because it's not accounting costs, but I sell 50,000 copies at $30, that's 1.5 million I'd make off Cowboy Souls. Now, let's say I'm like, I think maybe I can sell 50,000, but you know, I'm not sure. There's other Souls games coming out. Are people going to want to play Cowboy Souls? I don't know. Microsoft comes to me and they go, hey, we want to put Cowboy Souls on Game Pass. And I go, okay, well, like, what's the offer? And they would be like, all right, well, we are going to give you $500,000 up front, and we want Cowboy Souls for 6 months. So, looking at my thing, originally, I figured, well, if I could sell 50,000, I'd make 1.5 million. But then Microsoft is coming here and saying, you know what? Regardless of what it sells, we'll give you $500,000 right now to let it have for 6 months. I'm like, Wow, that's huge. Okay. Yeah, sure. Because then I'm thinking, all right, you know, if I take my 1.5 million, if I'm releasing this across 4 platforms, let me divide that out by 4, and then I'm still going to sell it on PlayStation and on PC and on Switch. So, you know, even let's say some of those people are multi-platform. I'll times that number back up by 2.5. I mean, assuming PlayStation, Switch people, and a couple PC people buy, I'm still gonna make at least like 900,000 to $1 million off of expected sales, and that's not counting the people that really like the game that want to buy it to be able to play it after it leaves Game Pass. And the thing is, you might be like, okay, well, hey, even with the math you just said, that grand total is 1,437,500, which is still less than my original estimate of 1.5 million. But what you need to keep in mind is, regardless of how Cowboy Souls performs, I already made $500,000 because Microsoft said, here's $500,000. And that capital infusion is huge for an indie studio. Like, imagine you're developing a game, especially imagine, as long as game development takes these days, imagine you're developing a game, you know, you're in your like 3rd year of development, you're trying to develop it on the side while working your main job. It's getting tiresome. You know, you're trying to pay for artists. You're trying, yeah, it's Princess. Come here, come on, Chunkers. Come on. You're trying to pay for artists. You're trying to pay for, get some voice actors in there. You're trying to pay for all this stuff, and you're like, man, this is hard. I'm running out of money. I can't keep funding this. And then Microsoft suddenly comes in and they say, we'll give you $500,000 to have it for 6 months. Well, shit, right there. That takes all the rest of the stuff I was trying to pay. So at the end of the day, yeah, yes, Game Pass is likely going to undercut long-term sales on games. But that lump sum that developers are getting up front is going to be both a guaranteed payday for them, and it's going to be a capital infusion. It's the same as when you see devs take their game and put it on Epic and let Epic have it for a year. You're like, well, if they had put it on Steam, my charging cable for my headset. You might be thinking, oh, well, you know, it sucks that they put it on Epic, because if it was on Steam, I would have got it. Well, Epic probably gave them, you know, $200,000 to have the game for a year. And that's just having exclusivity. So this is what y'all need to understand, especially in the indie space. That's huge. That's huge. Imagine trying to develop a game like you and 2 of your friends are trying to build a video game while still working your current job and with all the money you have. That's huge. It's a massive lifeline. And then AAA games that are coming out, stuff, well, Starfield is owned, but like take Wolong, for example. Dude, Wolong, as big as that's looking to be a day one Game Pass, that was probably a fat paycheck for Koei and Team Ninja. Microsoft probably looked at the performance that Neo and whatnot had. They probably looked at how big Elden Ring was, and they probably went up to them and they were like, yeah, we want this day one Game Pass. We want it for a year. You can still sell it on the platform. Day one Game Pass, we're offering you $2 million. And they said, sure. Easy dub. Easy dub. Because tons of people are going to play it, and especially if it's a Souls-like, you know, people are going to play that on Game Pass and they'd be like, this is dope. I'm buying this shit. I want to have this. You know, if this ever leaves, I ain't losing my builds or nothing. So anyway, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab a Dr. Pepper. But the point is, I don't think Game Pass is this predatory monster that some people make it out to be. I think it's helpful. The other thing you got to keep in mind is the nice fart. I was blowing my nose. The other thing you got to keep in mind is the people that test stuff. Like, think about all the Yakuza games that showed up on Game Pass, and people probably tried it and they were like, "Oh, this is actually kind of cool. I think I'll get this." Like, stuff like that happens. Ugh. Is Lies of P on Game Pass? I haven't seen as much about it. To be honest, I'm so like focused on just getting ready for Wolong. I haven't had time to even think about Lies of P. Yeah, I think it's like feudal Yakuza. Hence the title. P is day one Game Pass. That's good to know. I haven't heard anything. Let me see. I'm trying to remember if some of these indie games they don't reply. Yeah, they never did. Yeah, I reached out to Lies of P back in August and they never got back to me. So like, we'll see. I mean, I'll probably check it out day one Game Pass if I'm not busy, but I hope it's not another I don't know, man. So the thing is, I've become like so synonymous with Souls games now that when a indie Souls-like isn't like messaging me like, "Hey, do you want to look at our indie game?" it raises red flags for me. And I know that sounds weird, but I feel like I do so much. I bring so much coverage to Souls games now that when a Souls game does come out and a company is not replying to my emails or Twitter or anything, it makes me feel like they don't want me to put eyes on it for a reason. So, I don't know, man. Day one Game Pass, I'm gonna check it out regardless, but we shall see if it's good.
Come on!やっと戻ってきやがった。龍馬。
Yeah, like I cover a ton of indies and I cover a ton of Souls games, so.
竹内先生、もしかしてこん人が？
ああ。以前からお前らによく話して聞かしている。俺の唯一無二の兄弟分であり、土佐最強の剣士。坂本龍馬だ。
これが土佐勤王党か。
ん？お前何やらかしてきたんだ。傷だらけじゃねえか。
つまらねえ話だ。それより兄弟、東洋の親さんと剣護私塾で話してきた。
そうか。なら話は早いな。 みんな聞いてくれ。龍馬はこの1年江戸へ剣術修行に行っていた。今日からこの坂本龍馬を土佐勤王党の筆頭としたいと思う。どうだ。
ヒットほいたらいきなり第二席幹部のさらに上じゃちゅうことですか。
It's the best indie Souls game you've played? Probably Mortal Shell. The only real thing I didn't like with Mortal Shell was I felt the final boss was really weird. It didn't fit in the game. But everything else was very solid.
見たか、俺がお前を筆頭にすると言った時の連中の反応。最近は勤王党も妙に堅苦しい組織になってきちまってたからな。いい起爆剤になったろうぜ。
降参の連中からはあまりよく思われないだろうな。
いいんだよ、それぐらいで。あれぐらい刺激がねえと下の連中も。
See, that's what I'm saying though, Austin. Like, I think, I don't know.
固まっちまったらしまいだ。
Like, I think Thymesia comes to mind. The devs for Thymesia, like, never got back to me at all. And, like, I played it, and I had fun with it. I thought it was, like, just okay. And I wonder if that's part of it, is, like, indie devs aren't confident in their game enough to have me showcase it. And they figure, oh, if he doesn't love it, this game isn't going to get sales. And so they don't email me? I don't know. Maybe it sounds like I'm fluffing myself up too much, but I know if I wasn't confident in my product, I wouldn't want to reach out to one of the biggest Souls YouTubers out there and ask them to play it.
まあ、忘れよったって忘れられねえか。上司による焼き落ち。目の前で両親と家が焼け落ちるのを見ちまってんだからな。
あの時兄弟が助けてくれなかったら俺は両親ともども灰にされてた。だが俺を助けたせいで兄弟は大やけど。本当にすまないと思っている。
だから謝んなっつってんだろ。謝るのはお前じゃねえ。あの日お前の家と家族を焼いたのは上司どもだ。だろう。
ああ。
龍馬、俺とおやっさんは土佐藩を変えるつもりだ。当然お前にも力になってもらいたい。
あらかたの話は聞いてる。だが実際のとこ何をする気なんだ。
土佐藩の天守高知城を襲撃するのさ。土佐勤王党の党員
Fast.
襲撃だと。
襲撃っつっても
Self-fluffing sounds heavenly.
城を包囲して勤王党の確保が。
It was like what Square did with their recent games. I mean, Square distributed. There was some. So I want to pause real fast to discuss this because I saw some like weird people talking about this. Square distributed Forspoken like a week and a half, 2 weeks early. They had PS5 copies ready. They didn't have PC copies ready, but they had tons of PS5 copies. No, Forspoken reviews were not held back. The embargo was 24 hours before. Listen, we need to be clear about this. One, review embargoes 24 hours before a game launch is the industry standard. Most games allow reviews a day before launch. Not because they're not confident in their product, but because of spoilers. Because what happens is reviews go up like a week or two early, and then people start streaming the game, and then spoilers start coming out. That is very common. And just to look, Final Fantasy VII Remake, that was like a 24-hour embargo. Plague Tale Requiem was a 24-hour embargo. I mean, the list goes on and on, but just the Plague Tale had a that was a Game of the Year contender, and that was a 24-hour embargo. Now, occasionally, yeah, you will see games that have like embargoes 3 days prior. Or more often, you'll see games with preview footage, like Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts, we were allowed to start streaming it back on Monday. We were allowed to show it off. The final reviews for Wild Hearts were like Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So that was 24 hours before launch. Previews you will see, but reviews are typically much closer. Like even some of the bigger ones. Let me see real fast. Ragnarok. So my Ragnarok review was November 3rd. And Ragnarok came out November 9th. Now, that's a Sony first party IP, meaning it is a game that Sony fully expects to be a Game of the Year contender. 100% expects to be a Game of the Year contender. I think Elden Ring had one as well. So my Elden Ring review was February 23rd. And Elden Ring was released February 25th. So 2 days before. For probably the biggest Souls game in the last 10 years. What, Princess? Had a 48-hour review. So the point I'm making here, when you see, oh, the review doesn't drop until the day before, oh, that's bad. No, it's not. That's normal, actually. That's normal. If a game does have a review like 5 days prior, yeah, it's occasionally it happens, and usually it's a sign that the publisher has extreme confidence in their product. But it being 24 hours before doesn't mean anything. Typically, it's to prevent spoilers. So with that out of the way, there wasn't they I don't know, there was all this talk about Forspoken about like, Sony isn't giving out review codes. Yeah, they were. They didn't have PC codes. Even when I got my code, I got a PS5 code for Forspoken like 2 weeks in advance. And they said we won't have PC codes until close to launch. And then you have these idiots on Twitter like, I requested a PC code for Forspoken and was told that I had to wait till launch. Sounds sketchy, right? Well, you know, they did say, hey, we have PlayStation Now. We don't have PC ready yet. And instead, you're making it sound like they're not giving you a review code. So, to be honest, it's the reviewers you're following that are dishonest fucks. Because review codes 100% went out. They literally, I could pull up the email. They literally were like, here's your PS5 review code for Forspoken, blah, blah, blah. This is the embargo. PC codes will be available closer to launch. They never said anything about, we're unable to give you PC codes, or we're not doing that right now. They just said they'll be available closer to launch. Which honestly, that's also not that common. Because they were, that game was made first and foremost as a PlayStation title. They wanted to fucking market it as that. Like, it's that. It's not like they're hiding the PC version. They just didn't have it fucking ready. But yeah, that's going to get more clicks. More people are going to click when they're like, oh, Forspoken? Hiding reviews? No, not happening. You guys wait for other human beings' review of the game to decide what you're going to play. That's what y'all do. I mean, some people do. Binding contract, PlayStation first. That was the agreement. I mean, who knows? It could have just been that there was a internal bigger push around PlayStation. But all I know is that the PlayStation copies were ready like 2 weeks prior. PC copies were gonna be ready like just before launch. So, you know, it's not that they're saying we're not letting you look at the PC. They just didn't have it. Which, I mean, you can interpret that however you want. You could, you know, if you want, you could be like, it's because they didn't believe in the PlayStation version. I don't care. All I know is the game was available. I know there's other games coming out. Honestly, there's going to be so many games right now. Wolong is probably going to be a 24-hour embargo. The new Armored Core, that's probably going to be a 24 to 48-hour embargo. I would bet the Jedi Fallen Order, that's probably going to be a 28-hour or a 24-hour embargo. Like, this is just, it's all common stuff. What, Princess? Oh my God. You are so demanding for pets at night. You know what? She sits here and does this while I stream, and then when I go to bed, she'll lay at the foot of the bed. Wants nothing to do with me. If I touch her, she hisses at me. But while I'm streaming, she's like... It's ridiculous, man. I can't win with this cat. But yeah, so basically reviews are mostly, it's spoiler prevention. Because going back, you look at what? I'm petting you. Look at God of War. I mean, God of War had that early embargo, but you know what? There were full story spoilers floating around for God of War like 2 to 3 days before launch. Because the reviews went down, and the thing is, it's not necessarily it's sometimes it's not even like people spoiling to be what's the word I'm looking for, purposefully. Sometimes it's just like stuff. Like, for example, in my review of God of War, I had footage of Kratos just running around, and Freya was tagging along, and she was a temp follower at the time. I didn't know they were gonna like patch things up. Like, literally right before that mission, she was like, I'll come with you for now and we'll see what happens after. And I'm like, oh, okay. But in the review, people were like, oh my God, spoiler, Freya's alive. And I'm like, no, she's just like here temporarily. Like the start of the review even had Freya being like, this is a like the start of the review was like Freya literally going, this is a temporary alliance. But still, people were like, whoa, spoiler city. Meanwhile, you had people that were just straight up spoiling the whole ass boss fight on YouTube. But you see, when the review embargo came down, it's suddenly a lot harder. And the thing is, yes, PlayStation could still go and still take down a video, but if the game comes out the 9th and the reviews start dropping on the 3rd, all of a sudden there's tons of God of War stuff on YouTube. And it's a lot harder for them to find that one thing that's a spoiler. Whereas on the flip side, if the game comes out on the 9th and the review embargo is the 8th, basically there's just a blanket. And PlayStation goes, you see anything on YouTube with new God of War footage, kick them in the dick until the 8th. And then you won't kick them in the dick. But that's the thing. That's, it's a lot easier because you got to think, man. Think about how much stuff is in even just your own personal YouTube feed. You open up YouTube, just the slew of videos and thumbnails. Imagine trying to scour YouTube for every single God of War video. Like, even with all the filters in the world, you're going to be searching for videos. Like, I mean, because the thing is, even if a video goes up for, even if a video is up for a minute, it's enough time for someone to download it, screen cap it, all that shit. So having an embargo closer to launch makes sure none of that shit happens. What, Princess? Do you want to come up? You've already covered me in fur. Come on. Come on.
So you got
so fat. Come here.
すぐそこに迫る危機 命の危険を感じて初めて上司連中は自分たちの考えの浅はかさに気づく。ガチガチに固まっちまった土佐藩の身分制度を壊すにはそのぐらいの荒領事が必要ってことだ。
なるほ
My
ど。
YouTube feed is full of top 10 hentai of 2023. I watched one slightly risky video and this is what happens. Damn. You fucked up. You'll be looking at YouTube video. Parents walk in. Top 10 furry porn of. Oh, well, what's a furry?
剣護士塾を開いている時からこのことを考えていたのか。
多分な。あの人はお前には剣を。
Wild Hearts won't launch on Steam because of the cancerous EA app. Weird. Mine launches on Steam and on the EA app, though I do find that the Steam version it's slower on the it takes longer to cloud save than it did when I was launching it from EA.
きっと剣で人を切るという時代は終わるんだろう。実際さっきお前もピストルの練習をさせていただろ
う。いや、それは金の音の連中には剣の才がないからだ。剣はいくら教えても才能がなければ上手くならない。だがピストルは違う。練習さえすれば戦力になり得る。万人に平等な武器というわけだ。
う。平等な武器か。
I was having an EA server issue today when I was farming earlier. I think that's actually just everyone right now. I think there's an issue.
だがたとえそれが実現したとしても、人間は決して平等になんかならない。才能があるものとないもの、身分という壁がなくなっても、今度は別の壁が立ちはだかる。だから俺はどうにかして、どんなに学がない人間でも、どんなに剣が触れない人間でも、せめて楽しく生きられる世の中を作りたいと思っている。
兄弟。
お前も持っといてくれ。金の音の一員として。
I'm a gunner now.
俺たちが剣や銃を持たなくてよくなった時、その時初めてこの国に真の平等が訪れる。それまで俺と一緒に戦ってくれないか。土佐金の音を俺と一緒に支えてくれ。頼む。
ああ、わかった。
そうか。よし。実はな、今晩高知城で東洋のおやっさんと今後の話をすることになってるんだ。一緒に行かないか。
そんなに大っぴらにあって大丈夫なんか。
なに、高知城まで行けばおやっさんの禁止が招き入れてくれる手はずになってる。大丈夫だ。
そうか。
それじゃあお前は表で少し時間を潰しててくれ。俺もすぐ支度していく。
Let me see how to do the lame rounds, enhanced rounds.
上司様もひどいお方や。わ、危なかった。もう危ない。
坂本。
Chestnut sochu. Sake.
ありがとうございました。
Oh, they're back. Round 2. Ronin. What? What? 1, 2. Yep, this is my 20 shooter. Bet you ain't never seen a gun like this before. What the hell, dude? Press BBB to relentlessly slice your foes with Phoenix Frenzy. What? The HOA meeting, it went well. Chat, is the minimap look dirty, or is that something on my monitor? Is my monitor dirty, or does the minimap just have like a thing over it? I think it's the game.
Ore ni nani ka言おうか? Sakamoto Ryoma っちゅうがはおまんか。お前は土佐勤王党岡田伊蔵。
伊蔵、この男がさっき話した男じゃ。竹内先生はこいつがいきなり勤王党の筆頭言うがじゃ。党結成の苦労も知らんもんがどういて筆頭ながじゃ。筆頭は党の第二席。おいたら伊蔵、おまんが筆頭になるんが筋ぜよ。
勤王党ってのは同志にも剣を向けるのか。
誰もおまんのことを同志と認めちょらんがぜよ。
坂本、伊蔵は勤王党一の剣客じゃ。筆頭言うんじゃったらきっちりその強さ見せてもらおうやないか。
やったね伊蔵、江戸帰りがなんぼでもんじゃい。
抜かんでも切る。覚悟決めや。どうやらお前には手抜く必要がねえようだな。
Bro, he beat my ass. Oh man. This is my special tactic called run away and shoot. Master of the gun. That's so cheeky. Ah, this guy has hands. We'll see about that.
Sakamoto Ryoma に文句があるならいつでも相手になると。
I don't need lock on. I have a 50 round barrel. Everyone should drink soda from glass bottles. It tastes better whether or not it uses cane sugar. It also produces like triple the amount of trash. And it's more expensive.
見てたのか。
ああ、1年前より確実に強くなってるな、お前。
たく、どうなってんだあの連中は。金王党の名が泣くぜ。
あれが土佐合子の現実なんだよ。
現実？
合子という身分が理由でろくな教育も受けられない。まともな仕事にもありつけない。そんな彼らにとって金王党は唯一の希望であり誇りとなってる。
だからいきなり筆頭になった俺をやっかんだってわけか。
許してやってくれ。彼らにも彼らなりの志がある。だから俺は連中を金王党に引き入れた。どんな人間にもこの国の未来を考える資格があるはずだからな。
未来か。
さあ、そのためにもさっさと土佐の身分制度をぶっ壊して次の国づくりを考えないとな。なあ、龍馬。
難しい話はわかるね。だが一つだけ分かったことがある。
なんだ。
土佐も金王党もそして俺もまだまだ半端もんだってことだ。
よし、それじゃあおやつさんのところに行こ
う。いや、
それじゃ。
I gotta figure out what I got 4 orbs. I figured I was gonna like Wild Dancer more, but I was getting my ass beat, and then I went to Gunman, and suddenly I became unstoppable. So I need to do more fights and feel out what I like more.
Toyoのおやつさんのところに行く準備はできたか。
ああ、行こう。
城よ、俺が案内しよう。ついてきてくれ。江戸での修行はどうだった？ここと違って。
Hang on a second. YouTube's popping shit up. I was playing on normal.
ゴロゴロいるんだよな。
Jeremy, just drop it. Stop arguing with everybody. There's nothing wrong with people waiting for reviews or wanting to hear the opinion of a reviewer. Even I am curious what my peers think of a game when I'm also reviewing it. Because part of being human is looking for like-minded opinions among our peers. If there's somebody that regularly, I can't tell if it's my monitor or not. I need to see. Okay, no, I think that's the game. Yeah, it's the game. Point is, if there's somebody who you regularly consume their content and you trust in their opinion and think that most of the time, if you are playing a game and they really like that game, it usually ends up being a game that you're gonna like. You are going to trust in that person for the sake of reviews. It's not even so much that you can't make the decision. It's that, hey, this person's opinions and tastes align with my own. I will use them as validation to whether or not this will more than likely be something I will like. It's not like they're waiting for permission.
Peter.
どうした龍馬。
城に登るのは生まれて初めてだ。見上げりゃいつでもすぐそこにあったのにな。
ああ、豪士はみんなそうだ。俺もまだ数えるくらいしか来たことはねえ。
Wanted Dead got panned? What does that
これ
mean?
で役者が揃った。
ええ。
話は聞いただろうな、龍馬。わしたちはこれから土佐藩の老人たちに引導を渡し、土佐藩を改革する。上司に白札豪士に豪士。そういった無意味な階級のない土佐藩へと変えるために。
ああ。おやさん、金の像はもう高知城包囲の準備はできています。いつ結婚しますか？
わしは気が短いんでな。明日だ。そこで全て型をつける。
随分急だな。
急だと？バカを言うな。わしたちはお前が江戸から戻ってくるの。
You can take what they say, but it should have no percentage of power over whether you're going to buy something. Yes, it should.
金の塔は500。
All right, bro. I'm gonna let me make this simple for you. Okay. Let's say there is a new burger coming out and you're excited for that burger because you're a burger fan. Okay. It's the new Jeremy burger and you can't wait to get your hands on the Jeremy burger. You've been looking forward to it for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then a week before the Jeremy burger comes out, all over social media, people are like, oh my God, the Jeremy burger is the worst thing I've ever tasted. It is like shoving actual shit into your mouth. Don't touch the Jeremy burger, whatever you do. And other people are like, oh man, the Jeremy burger was so bad I couldn't stop vomiting. I actually shit all over my pants, and then my wife saw it and she started shitting, and then the child started crying and he was just poop everywhere. And another person's like, the Jeremy burger was so bad, I feel like I would have been better off if I was dead right now. It's terrible. Are you telling me you're going to go, yeah, well, I'm not going to let that influence me. I'm going to eat the Jeremy burger because I am a proud-minded individual and I decided that I will not be influenced in any percentile by these other individuals? Well, if your answer is yes, you're still going to eat the Jeremy burger, then bro, you're fucking stupid, okay? Nobody is saying that reviewers are deciding your entire life for you. The point is, people look to reviewers. They look to them because if you followed all these food people and all of these food people say the Jeremy burger isn't good for you and you should not eat it, it's not going to be tasty, you should look at them and be like, huh, all the people that I know don't like it. Maybe I shouldn't get the Jeremy burger. Wonder is a perfect example. Looks good from the previews, but the reviews point out some serious issues. They wanted me to do. I'm supposed to be doing a sponsored stream of Wanted Dead in like a week and a half. I don't know anything about it. But if the reviews are that bad, we're just going to try our best to have fun. Because I'll still take that money.
全員を武装させて城を囲め、上司が何を言おうが決して動かず、老人たちの目にその姿を焼き付けろ。その後、城の中のことはこのわしに任せてくれ。
そんなに簡単に行くものなのか。
言ってくれるな。ここまで来るのに俺とおやつさんがどれだけ根回ししてきたと思ってるんだ。
ただし、その前に一つだけ気がかりなことがある。
なんだ。
龍馬、お前土佐勤王党の筆頭になったそうだな。
ああ、そうだが。
Covered in cat hair.
アンペーター、筆頭に任命したのはお前か。
そうです。何か問題でも。
この計画が成功し、老人たちが消えた後、勤王党は土佐で大きな力を持つことになるだろう。だがわしは坂本龍馬という人間は勤王党の筆頭にふさわしい男だとは思ってない。
何を言い出しですか、おやっさん。前から俺と龍馬とおやっさん、その3人で土佐を変えるって言ってたじゃないですか。
確かに言った。その思いは今も変わらん。
だったら
待ってくれ。俺は肩書きに執着はねえ。筆頭にふさわしくねえってんならいつだって降りるだけだ。
そういう問題じゃねえだろ、龍馬。おやさん、どういうつもりなんですか。
So far,
二人とも勘違いしているようなので言っておく。
this game is like a
わ
movie,
しの真の
but I
考
like
え
it.
は
誰だ。
Ninja.
おやっさん。
おやさん、バカな。くそ。龍馬、お前はおやさん頼む。
誰がこんな真似を。
吉田様、何事でございます。こっちだよ。
いいか、龍馬、逃げろ。このままだとお前がわしを殺した犯人だと思われちまう。
でも
土佐は、未来はお前に託した。
おやっさん。おやっさん。
吉田様。おまんが吉田様を。おのれ、切れ。この者を切り捨て。
Why would I be mourning the person I just killed? The parry is weird in this game. I feel like I need to be looking right at them. Alright, so not really. So we can deflect and we'll bounce them back. The camera is still, I don't even know how to describe it, but there's something with the camera here that Spin to win. I mean, the gun style feels pretty busted, but also the most, Yeah. Let me check. There's got to be something because the camera is really weird. It's like, what the hell is happening here? Turn that off. That'll probably fix up all my camera issues. Was not ready for that QTE. That was close. Gun style seems pretty busted. It also doesn't seem like I do a lot. Like, do I just get is it infinite bullets? Like, can I just shoot? You see the camera? It's like popping and bowing. It's still, even with the yes on, it's a little weird. Yeah, I really don't know why. On one hand, I'm like, oh no, yeah, I should use a sword. On the other, I'm unstoppable with a gun. I mean, the sword gun combo style is pretty fun. Crystal, finding all sorts of goodies. I don't know, man. I'm thinking maybe let me read through them again. So brawler, I can pick up stuff, which is cool. I have a parry that gives me temp invincibility. Swordsman is just rush and finishing blow, and I can guard break. Sharpshooters, pew pew. Man, this just messes people up. Oh, I'm actually tired. I'm gonna get some good sleep tonight. I'm gonna... I don't know. I was gonna do my Wild Hearts guide before bed, but I might just leave it. I'll do it like in the morning or something, and actually get good sleep tonight. So is there really no lock-on in these fights? You leave me with no choice. Oh shit, he can block my gun? Yeah, no, it is 100% a Ninja Gaiden camera. Yeah, shoot him in the dick, teach him a lesson. Am I supposed to be able to beat this guy? Because this is funny. Oh, wrong button. I didn't know we were in a QTE there. What? No! Bro, no. It's like a... No, that's bullshit! I could have... If I had known it was QTE time, I would have won! It's like the game wants you to lose here. That's bullshit.
俺としたことが。
そんなことより怪我を。
骨はやられてるが、とりあえず大丈夫だ。それよりおやさんはどうなんだ。
いや、もう兄弟、一体何が起こったんだ。あの覆面の男は誰なんだ。
わからねえ。なんでこんなことになったのか。
俺らの計画がバレていたってことか。
その可能性は高い。あの刺客を送り込んだのは俺らの計画を知った藩の老人連中の誰かだろう。だがおやつさんが殺された今、それが誰なのかは特定できない。
あの覆面の男を捕らえればわかるか。
多分な。だが
兄弟、
何言ってるんだ。おそらくそれを追いかけてお前が藩を抜けたりしたら。
どちらにしてもこのままだと俺は犯人にされる。どの道追われる身だって。
龍馬、龍馬、とにかく城でよ。早いとこ城下からもう抜けねえと追っ手に捕まる。
Bro, he needed to go see a doctor. My guy is dead. He's dead.
龍馬、悪いが。
You didn't wrap the wound. Just been bleeding out.
山を下れば泡だ。追っても藩の外までは追ってこない。
お前一人で行け。俺はここに残って役人に事情を説明する。おやっさんを殺したのは俺たちじゃないだな。
無駄だ。そんな話が通用する相手じゃねえだろ。
そうだろうな。だが俺はお前が生き残れるならそれでいい。
兄弟、
東洋のおやっさんは死んだが金の音は死んじゃいねえ。
I mean, you could die to an arm wound if somebody completely sliced down to the bone and you ignored it and just kept bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. You will absolutely die from blood loss. I mean, you can bite off your tongue and die from the blood loss. From just your tongue, you can bleed out from biting off your own tongue.
龍馬、
そういうことなら答えは一つだ。あんたは土佐に必要だ。こんなところで死んじゃならねえ。
龍馬、お前。
藩の連中は俺一人を追ってる。あんたがあの場にいたことは誰にも知られていない。兄弟も金納刀もおやっさんの死とは無関係ってことだ。
何言ってるんだ。
父さん、おやっさんの意志をあんたに託した。追っ手が来たようだな。
龍馬、おい、龍馬、お前どうする気だ。おい。龍馬。
わんが三世吉田東洋様を殺した男やな。死に許せ。
世の人は我を何とも言わば言え。我がなすことは我のみぞ知る。天地神明に誓って言う。俺は吉田東洋を殺していない。
この後に及んで貴様。
だがあんたらにそれを信じてもらおうとも思わない。だから俺は土佐を抜ける。どんな汚名を着ようと生きて絶対に犯人を突き止める。
何を。
土佐兄弟たちよ、また会いたじゃ。
Yeah, this isn't Meiji era. This is I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure the video description says what it is. This is 1960s Kyoto was plagued by widespread. Yeah. Anyway, it's just before it. Are we done chapter 1? The story thus far.
剣術修行を終え、故郷に戻ってきた坂本龍馬。1年ぶりの土佐で、龍馬は育ての親とも言える吉田東洋と。
I don't think we need a respec so soon. It's only been 2 hours.
苛烈な階級社会を改革せんとする東洋は、武智半平太を名手とする土佐勤王党と手を結んでいた。
Why are we getting a recap so soon?
坂本龍馬と武智半平太。
Yeah, we don't need a recap. Chapter 2, The Man Named Saito Hajime. One year later, Kyoto.
勤王とは帝をこそ日本の主君と仰ぐことであり、徳川幕府打倒の根拠とされた思想である。このため勤王志士たちは帝を擁する京に各地から集結し、幕府要人を殺害する。
Is Kyoto or Tokyo?
町の治安を脅かしていた。
I think Kyoto is the original capital and Tokyo is the current capital. Because Edo is where Tokyo rose up, if I recall. Whereas Kyoto, the traditional capital, was in Kyoto.
おりょうちゃん、お昼の準備できとんな。はい、大丈夫です。あ、それやったらそろそろ2階の寝ボスケン派起こしてきて。まだどうすか？ご飯時守ってもらわんと全然片付かんしね。悪いけど頼むわ。
ちょっとはじめさん、いつまで寝とんの？もう起きなはれ。はよ起きてって。また朝までお酒？そないなお金あったら宿賃払ってもらわんと。
おりょうちゃん、もうほっとき。
はじめさん、宿賃はきっちり帳簿につけとるさかい。逃がしゃしまへんえ。
またおかみさんは甘いこと言うて。さあ、はよお昼にして。
出かける。
は？お昼はどないすんの？
悪いがいい。サイコロが俺を呼んでんだよ。今日も帰りは遅くなる。夕飯の用意はしないでいい。
けど別にそれかて宿代安うなったりしまへんからね。
金に細かい女たちばかりだな、この宿は。
The anti-waifu? What? Anti-waifu? What does that mean? Wait, change his face? What? So what was he Shin Sengumi at the start? Huh. The start still confuses me because they were hunting for Sakamoto Ryoma, I thought. But then it turned out this was Sakamoto Ryoma. It's throwing me off. Anyway, we are gonna wrap up here for now. I know it's a little bit early, but we did do Sekiro for a little bit. That just kind of fell apart. I'm actually tired. I like this more than the other Yakuza games, but I think that's just because I'm a big nerd for Japanese history. So I'm gonna play a little bit more of this on Steam Deck. I think this might make a good Steam Deck game, assuming it runs smooth. But we'll wrap things up here for now. Tomorrow, we're probably checking out Atomic Heart at some point tomorrow. I'll schedule the stream then. But yeah, I think finishing Chapter 1, pretty good time to wrap up. 'Cause otherwise, we're just gonna get started on Chapter 2, and then you know, I ain't getting through the whole chapter. It's too late, and I'm too sleepy. So y'all have a good night, and I will catch you.